3.
Into the zone. Finds McCarr back down. Deep score! Jack McCarr! You've got to be kidding me! A highlight reel goal. That's one of the best you'll see.
Who else?
One for Lane Hudson.
What a well-placed shot.
Even his own teammates didn't see that coming. But I never thought I'd see number 21, where Crosby, McDavid, and McKinnon were put in the same power play.
Gets it back from Crosby. Back to Crosby. Look at that! What a goal to start it off. Power play, Nathan McKinnon.
I don't know who thought this was a good idea. That took 10 seconds. But Patrick Kane didn't even need 10, because he got the puck and forgot his age.
Here's Kane. Kane scores! Patrick Kane, what a shot! It's a 1-1 tie!
I can't believe he's still pulling off stuff like this. And I can't believe number 19 either, because the Kings actually made a crazy play.
Now Kuzmenko charging in, pulls up, Kuzmenko tapped on, Crosby scores! Oh, just pretty!
I don't know where Celebrini was going. But Macklin wasn't the only one getting humiliated, because Kadri jumped over a grown man in number 18.
Up ice, Kadri. He's got some room. Kadri, spinorama, shoots, scores! Oh, what a goal! From Boston Kadri. A pirouette.
What did my guy even trip on? I'm not sure if this is one of the best or the worst plays of the season. But there's no question about number 17, because Cole Caulfield ended a game by himself.
Caulfield over the blue line. Caulfield still with it through the legs, going in, score! What a goal! Cole Caulfield! What a way to tie his career high, 28 on the season. Unbelievable hands from Cole Caulfield.
Yeah, I'm starting to understand why Habs fans feel a certain type of way about Caulfield. But number 16 made me feel a certain type of way. Because when McDavid and McKinnon went head-to-head, McKinnon let the whole world see what he's about.
A couple pucks around Blackwood, and the Avs have come up with the puck. Taves to McKinnon. Beats his man. Shot score.
5-hole on Stuart Skinner. And Colorado has raced out to a 3-0 lead inside.
McKinnon put Bouchard in a blender. But that still wasn't as beautiful as number 15.
Miller on with Trocheck and Smith. There's a chance in front, and they score! Beautiful passing, Velarde with a wide-open net.
Velarde just made a fantastic.
There's no reason at all to be humiliating the Rangers like that. But what would this list even be without Connor McDavid? Because he's always doing something like this.
Another chance. McDavid gets it. One-timer score! The Oilers put it away! The overtime winner! Edmonton 3, St. Louis 2!
First he does that, and then acts like nothing happened. I'm convinced that McDavid is just playing around at this point. But number 13 was so unbelievable. Even Macklin Celebrini couldn't believe his eyes.
Now up top, Liljegren on the wing, Celebrini! What a save by James Reimer! Celebrini can't believe it!
Either can I. What a
36-year-old James Reimer spoils the kids. What a grab!
Not the first time. The first save was a really good save. The second...
Yeah, he really made 2 saves on a single shot. But number 12's got to be the craziest assist I've ever seen.
Now it's knocked away, but Fowler in the proper position. Hoisted high. Kyra gets it. In the clear. Shoots. He scores! What a goal by Kyra!
Jordan Kyrou with a spectacular goal there off of the Bobby Plager flip from Cam Fowler.
I don't know how pulling that off even crosses your mind. Even the Penguins coach couldn't believe what he just saw. Just like I couldn't believe what I saw in number 11, when Pasta started playing the puck from midair.
Lindholm gets back onside. Geeky. Backhand deflected. They score! What a spectacular goal!
He didn't even hit it with his blade, but the bottom of his stick. But alright, switching sports still ain't crazier than the plays in our top 10. Cause these plays are on a whole other level of crazy. Like the time a defenseman made the save of the season.
Tippett dropping it back. Michkov to Tippett to Couturier. It did not go! To tying this game, Couturier. Oh my God, what a play by Hyman.
He really swiped it down from midair. But even doing the goalie's job isn't crazier than number 9. Cause it's the type of play that only happens once in a lifetime. See, Sam Malinsky broke his stick, but instead of going to the bench, he did
And
this.
then breaking his stick on the shot was Malinsky. Kept alive by Girard. Now Malinsky with a new stick.
Near side, Drouin, score! Earlier in this shift, that must have been not the passer stick because...
Alright, but even though Malinsky did something historic, it still ain't crazier than number 8, where Nico Hischier did something I didn't even think was possible, because while down 2, he first brought it within 1.
Here's Nason feeding the front. Hischier scores! Bang! 34 seconds in!
But that wasn't enough, because just 8 seconds later,
Devils right back in it. 3-2 Caps.
And Hischier's right back on the puck. He shoots again. He scores again! 2 goals in 18 seconds for the Devils captain, and this game is tied!
I never thought I'd see someone score twice in under 10 seconds. Just like I never thought I'd see number 7, where Marchenko scored from behind the net.
Zach tried to feed Severson. Oh, that one's banged off the wall. Marchenko with his 21st to tie last season's total. Outstanding effort there, beating Sorokin, and the Jackets have tied it up for the second time.
What on earth even makes you think of trying something like that? That's definitely the smallest angle goal I've ever seen. But the player in number 6 didn't start from behind his opponent's net, but his own.
For Joel Hofer for St. Louis, and Toropchenko gets around Malkin with a burst of speed over the line. Toropchenko with the move, and he scores! A thing of beauty from Alexei Toropchenko, the full 200 feet covered and the finish. And it's a 1-goal.
But as crazy as a 6'5" defender going coast to coast is, it still ain't even the craziest solo goal of the season. Just because McDavid keeps doing stuff like this.
Skinner scrambling down and out. Now McDavid will challenge Ovechkin. Oh, get it on net. A backhand score. Over McDavid makes it 4-1.
But even though that goal is one of the prettiest things I've seen, it still ain't crazier than number 4. Because Quentin Byfield made a play so crazy, it already had fans naming it the goal of the season.
The draw Byfield does. Burrows a backhander to the net save. Score! Byfield on the rebound!
If I saw what I saw, one hand was all that was needed from Quentin Byfield. Yes, he scooped it with one hand, and then he puts it in with the save. He's grabbing the stick of the defender, down.
I've seen it all. Double one-handed redirection. Now this is just getting ridiculous. But the goal in number 3 is somehow even more ridiculous, because Kent Johnson turned into prime Patrick Kane.
Win it back and get it up ahead. Van Riemsdyk will flip it ahead. Kent Johnson stops, spins a shot and scores! Johnson with a goal that ties the game at 1, and that'll be on the Blue Jackets highlight reel as he backhands that one over Reimer early here in the second period.
Yeah, this one's a beauty.
Man, that almost makes me emotional. But even prime Patrick Kane couldn't pull off number 2. See, the Canadiens needed a win against the Panthers to keep their playoff hopes alive. But with just 15 seconds left on the clock, they were still down by 1. That's when Nick Suzuki decided to step up.
To the Panther line. Seth Jones knocked it away. Now to the net. It's loose in front. My goodness, they scored!
But just tying the game up wasn't enough for Suzuki, because as soon as overtime started, he decided he'd seen enough.
Suzuki breaks to the net, circles, wrap around, he scores! Montreal wins it.
And Suzuki gets the game tire and the game winner in overtime. What an individual effort.
Dude single-handedly saved the Habs season. But the craziest play in the NHL this season wasn't even supposed to be possible. C. Gretzky held the all-time scoring record for over 2 decades, and it was supposed to be one of those records that would never be broken. Even Ovechkin himself said he'd never break the record.
The NHL record for goals is 894, Wayne Gretzky. Do you ever think about that, being number 1 ever?
I don't think somebody will beat this record. In this hockey right now, in this league, I think it's impossible.
Impossible to catch Gretzky?
It's impossible.
You could challenge it. You might be able to do it.
I have to have 6 seasons with 50 goals. I don't know if I'm going to be able to skate in 6 seasons.
Little did Ovi know, 9 years later, he would tie the record.
Round to get Ovi open. Here's a pass, Ovechkin scores!
The Great Eight stand side by side with the Great One.
After that, there was no stopping him, because in the very next game, Ovi did the impossible.
We're going to try to force it to him if he's open.
Here is Ovechkin, shoots!